Welcome to Divine Hand for another soulful, insightful, spiritual message. Take what resonate, leave what doesn't, collective. I pre-pull some cards for our convenience. And with that being said, let's get started. Okay. So this message is for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. So let's get into it. So I pulled the twin flame card for you guys, the hopeless and karma. Okay, so this was a connection. You were in a connection that was karmic in nature, okay? Meaning it was, never meant to be easy. It was meant to teach you, awaken you, or just break some cycles, okay? The feeling of hopelessness is, not just a sign of failure. It's like a soul checkpoint, okay? Spirit is showing you where attachment, longing, or waiting has been replaced with self-worth and inner balance. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. This twin flame bond has activated some old wounds or past, life patterns for you guys. And, it's in some unresolved karma that is being cleared up, okay? Especially around abandonment, control, or unequal effort, okay? So like one-sided relationships, okay? So, you may be still, repeating lessons instead of integrating them, okay? So the karma speaks clearly here. If you're not changing, nothing is changing, okay? Love without growth becomes suffering, okay? And so a twin flame does not choose pain forever. They choose truth, okay? So take what resonate, fire signs, okay? Some type of soulmate twin flame connection that you were in, it was teaching you some lessons, okay? This person may be feeling hopeless, all right, in despair for some reason, okay, because they lost you, okay, or maybe because they're not changing, okay. We pulled tarot for you guys, and let's get into it. So the first card I pulled was the world card, and this is a completion of that karmic cycle that you was in, right? So you must have learned the lesson if the world card is popping out for the fire signs, okay? The twin flame connection confirmation, I just got a notification. It's in this twin flame connection, right? The world card, appeared, because the soul contract has ran its course in its current form, okay? So this is aligned with the karmic resolving, okay? Not the union through suffering. So the lesson here, the lesson has been delivered is what I'm getting, okay? So you learned a karmic lesson with a twin flame, okay? And you completed a cycle, okay, of a karmic lesson, all right? Then we have the Two of Swords. This person had you in a stalemate, fire signs, okay? Being emotionally avoidant, okay? This person was very indecisive and refused to see the truth fully, okay? This is why this person is in this hopeless energy, okay, knowing something isn't working, okay, but hesitate to let go. This person is still holding on to your energy, collective. It could be, we could be talking about a Libra, or any air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're still holding on to your energy. And the next card we have is Gemini, the Ten of Swords, okay? So this person is hitting rock bottom, collective, okay? They portrayed you in some, portrayed, you in some way, okay? They did you wrong in some type of way, right? They tried to cause you some mental and emotional pain, okay? But all they did was give them karma, and because you learned the lesson and you walked away. right? This is why the completion, the world card is out here, right? So this person is mentally and emotionally exhausted, okay? This is why this person is also in this hopeless energy, right? They know that, whatever they did to you, they left you for dead, left you, stranded. Something happened, right? Serious, that, would that would make you complete the cycle with this person, okay? And so you've been feeling they've been feeling like moments where they felt like they wanted to die, you know what I'm saying? This is like, this person, this is like the collapse of the fantasy and false hope that you guys will ever get back together. We could be talking about a Gemini, okay? um or Scorpio. So we have the death card, all right? So this is the non-negotiable right here, okay? You brought this situation to an end, okay? This is also saying that this person refuses to change, transform, okay? The old dynamic must had to die, all right, for the karma to clear. This doesn't always mean like the person disappeared, but the pattern absolutely must, okay? So this person is still in your energy, but you guys had to separate for your karma to complete, okay? And so the work that you did, fire signs, it brought in some Ten of Pentacles, okay? We could be talking about a Virgo. It brought in a reward that for you clearing that karmic debt, that karmic lesson, right? So this is like, true stability, long-term love that's coming in towards you, fire signs, even legacies, okay? It's not gonna it's no longer chaos disguised as passion, right? We're not doing that anymore, okay? So what you truly want is possible, right? But only through suffering. So you did some suffering, right? And now that you've been through the suffering and you learned the lesson, this is your reward, right? You ended a cycle and begin a new one, okay? Now we have the Queen of Pentacles. So you stepping into your self-worth, okay? Your self-care, your emotional maturity when you look at the situation, right? You became grounded, nurturing, and no longer available for breadcrumbs. So people that try to breadcrumb you, situations, relationships, what have you, that try to breadcrumb you, you brought an ending to that, okay? And this person is still, sinking because they have not learned the lesson yet. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So you went independent, okay? You single, you abundant, you're showing yourself that you giving that love that you was going to give to this person or you was giving to this person, okay? You're confident, and this shows that wholeness without waiting for some union, okay? So you hold all on your own. You don't need no relationship or no significant other to make you whole. This is what you are already, right? This is the energy needed to dissolve to that karmic tie, okay? So you needed to gain that self-worth for that karmic tie to end, right? You needed to feel loved, whole, all on your own before, without a person, you know what I'm saying? So that, you can complete that karmic lesson, okay? And that's going to bring in healthier love. Okay, and so then we got the Ace of Pentacles, and this is the new beginning that you're gonna have, or that you're having, fire signs, in the physical world. Healthier love, stability, real effort, and this may be like a new relationship or completely reborn connections only after the karma is clear. Okay, so this is the green light after choosing yourself. So you have to choose yourself, or there's a need to, fire signs, to choose yourself. And then we got the Queen of Cups. So this is that self-love right here that is needed We're going to get one angel card for you guys. And we have abundance, 888. You might be seeing that number, okay? So the blessings are here and more are on their way, okay? Okay, so that is your read, fire signs. Thank you for listening. And